Well, people don't know me, you're going to think this is weird. I am weird. These are all my words. This isn't stuff I read. This is stuff I live, do, buy, sell. What I want to share with, I guess anyone watching this, is, I guess, I don't think anyone's ever said this because I explain it. But when I say to somebody like late 99 or early 2000 is still the Cunetto era, these are my words. I bought off Vince, talked to Vince quite a few times in person. I'm not here to discuss, forum talk, and go back and forth. My life is busy enough doing what I do, one-man show. Here's two of my guitars. This one here is a 2000 no-caster made by John Cruz. 7 3/4 pounds. This one here is 7 3/4 pounds. These are my guitars. Because they sound great. They are great. So right here is another one made by John Cruz, but 2001, and there's a date in here that's 10/25/01. So I'm just gonna, it's got to be late. I don't know what the heck 10 is, October. Still a great guitar. Back in the Cunetto days, I say again, nobody, you don't read this, I live it. In the Cunetto days, even in 96, 97, 98, 99, they put the Fender down here. Now it's up here towards the round string tree. Later on in the Cunetto days, this one here I guess is a Relic, and that one you would call a Closet Classic or NOS. There's no Relic on that. A little bit of playware. But anyways, they're both great. I'd rather have an earlier one. So here's the wiring. This is late 2001. You know, it's kind of neat. They got nail holes. There's a couple other ones too. But you see that nail hole right there? That's getting back to, you know, the custom shop. They didn't really know what they're doing. But these were made after Vince Cunetto did it. As you can see, has different caps. This one here is early 2000. See the nail hole? Told you it was unrehearsed. See, there's different caps. The Relics were always going back and forth. They started out at 9.5 radius, and then they went to 7 1/4. Now they're back to 9.5. To me, just play the dang thing. Back in the Cunetto days, they put the black shielding paint in there. This one here was made at the Fender Custom Shop, but these were parts made during the Cunetto days. Fender would make the parts, send them bare to Vince Cunetto, and he would finish them and relic them. Then he sent them back. And people like John Cruz, which was not a master craftsman then, they didn't even have a custom shop. Not really say. So you see how there's vintage caps on the earlier ones? So when I say, like, this isn't a Cunetto, but it's still the same parts basically. And in the later days, in the beginning they had the white and black cloth wiring for that killer bridge pickup, which is about 9.5K. Some people are seeing these new ones you can buy at 10.5K and they're the same thing. No, they're not. Now I ain't here to argue. I've owned them pickups you can buy brand new for $65, and I know these are the best things going. There's a difference. I didn't read that. I live it. You know, it's like a PAF. You could buy the real deal for, I don't know, $2,000, $3,000, or you could buy a replica for $170, made with the same wire and the same magnets. What would you rather have? Okay. This one's the serial number 2162R. This is 2713. So now we go back to Cunetto days. they'd had the bird's eye. They don't have that anymore, and in the Cunetto days it'd be stamped in there, but Fender did this relic. And there's unreal bird's eye. I'm just winging this video. You see that headstock? They got away from that bird's eye. Basically the bird's eye, this is a good neck, but a lot of them, the truss rod's all the way in, it's at its wit's end, and it's warped. Oh, you still play it, but you're not going to have the right relief. You're never going to get intonated worth a darn. So here's one that is clearly all Fender. There's no bird's eye at all anymore. I guess they determined it wasn't stable, which I've gotten quite a few that are warped beyond belief. And you can straighten out a rosewood neck. Johnny Brown of Brown's Guitar here in Minnesota does it, and it kind of works. I'm gonna guess 60 to 70% of the time. So this one here, 2001, not Cunetto era. It's still a good guitar. 2001's getting old. When you get something that's 2000, you can say, oh, it ain't a Cunetto. Same kind of wood they were using Cunetto, this Fender finished it. And that's my story. But these are like, I don't own a real $80,000 broadcaster, no caster. I can't see how they sound that much better. So, you know, you see all these new guitars and they look pretty cool. They ain't. Not compared to 96, 2000, and some 2001s. This is all my opinion. I didn't do this little crazy thing to start any arguing. It's called my opinion. Also, ain't this funny? I'm chewing my feet. The Cunetto era ones, they always got a different yellow. I like them yellows better. I'm trying to get you some tone in your mighty little paws. I just hope you ain't got a bunch of fur on your paws. What a life that one's got. Goodbye.